seconds out, round one.
Various forms of exotic paraphernalia on his trunks as Alessandro comes in hard. And then Newland ready with the knee is watching profusely there as Alessandro tried to do the leg sweep. Didn't work though.
Actually, I like Ross. He looks pretty relaxed and calm at the moment.
Yeah, he's the relaxed type. Alessandro trying to reach up and get a knee into the buttock region of Newland. Newland leaning in. Ignatius trying to get him off the ropes here.
I like that. You know, the referee, good job there. If you're not doing anything and it gets sloppy, break him up.
Yeah, break him up and get him off the ropes more than anything else, because nothing's going to happen there while they're lazily leaning on the ropes, Dan.
Oh! A delayed reaction there from a right hand from Alessandro. That was a delayed reaction.
Oh, was it ever? Just the electricity took about a second and a half to travel to the brain there, Stan.
This fight's scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds, and a great start from Alessandro. The revolver cut loose early.
Oh, yeah, he's firing.
I've been corrected. It's 4 rounds.
And 4-2s, is
Ross
it? Yes.
coming back now. Ross coming back with some low kicks.
Excellent start to the game.
This is where Alessandro's got to be cautious now. Don't get into a fight that suits Ross. And that's what's happening right there. Obviously, his hand arsenal is something that obviously is effective.
If Agoni needs to keep moving around, get off the ropes. He doesn't need to be in that position where he can't use his skills. That is fighting, falling into Newland's situation. He wouldn't believe it. Newland looks a bigger fighter, only by 0.4 of a kilo though. Alessandro appears to be much lighter, but there's only a 0.4 kilo difference. Newland again got the knee. It was a sort of a crooked knee.
Nice uppercut there by Alessandro.
And that sort of knee that loops around, Stan. He doesn't drop a knee in full on, Newland. He loops it around, trying to aim for the back or the ribs.
A lot of momentum. That's a nice walk-up knee.
And there goes Alessandro with the knee.
Yeah, but see, they're not effective. I mean, you can see the red welts on them.
Pity-patty type knees, Sam, that you don't like.
Well, you know, no matter what, how you see this first round, it's a 10-8 round. 10-8 round,
yeah,
really by knockdown, has to be.
Yeah.
And really, if it wasn't a knockdown, you would probably say, if anything, if not a draw, probably would have leaned towards Newland.
And that, well, he just needed to make up that ground. He needed to do it in a different fashion of the way he went about it. You know, sometimes I query, if the fighter's in a position to drop in hard in these, why doesn't he do it? Is he pacing himself?
Got to put on that fake smile.
And more photographs, everything being taken around here.
Yeah, I got a car salesman smile.
Newland, why isn't he using his knees harder than what he was?
Not just the knees. I mean, you know, knees is one thing once you get in close, but why not use the jab? Why not use the long kicks, you know, keep him at range? I mean, really, the only hope Alessandro's got is by getting close and landing some shots with punches, and he did that in that first round.
Yep,
so let's see what Newland does now. See, like he's the tall guy, and he fights like a small guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like right there. That's what he should be doing. There you go. From a distance, throwing the jab in the right hand and bridging the gap for the knees.
Yeah, well, that's a training tactic situation, isn't it, that needs to be addressed.
That's nice. Good effort there.
Oh, what do you call that?
Hey, cheap shot there. I screamed out loud enough to get
you probably call that manoeuvre agricultural, Stan. By Newland. No, Alessandro there trying to sweep with that right hand.
What's happening there? Newland's prepared to go toe-to-toe with the punches there. See that?
And then Alessandro finds himself, when he gets in the grappling thing, he's got to reach up because he's a shorter man. He doesn't need to get involved in that.
Yeah, it doesn't suit him. Exactly right. You know, when he gets in close, they're trying to nullify those knees.
Looks like he's trying to stretch his back out, you know, or his spine upwards.
I like the tactic, though, of Newland in the second round, coming out, using the jab, you know, the right hand, coming forward.
Yep, an uncomfortable fight at the moment for these boys.
It's a very untidy fight. It's one of those untidy fights like two roosters going at it, you know?
Yes, it is at the moment, because although you thought they were matched in terms of decisions, previous decisions, they're not well matched physically, Stan.
Well,
these blades.
It's a lot of frustration there, but this is where you've got to dig in deep. Oh.
Alessandro needs to try and get that right hand working in where he caused Newland that initial damage.
That right there as you speak.
Take advantage of it. If the boy's walking in with the gloves down, then give him a whack for his trouble. And that's what Alessandro needs to concentrate on. I think he doesn't need this, where he gets into the grappling synopsis.
He doesn't need it. He doesn't need to do it.
He doesn't need to do it.
Wasting energy, you know, for something that's not going to do any damage.
His corner possibly should be knowing to tell him what to do, but should be telling him to get out of that synopsis altogether and keep a range going.
It's a nice jab right hand. That's what he's trying to do right now, Newland. Use that reach.
Yeah, he doesn't do it enough. And that now again, Newland coming in, wanting to grapple with Visconti.
Tough round that one, Steve.
Tough to cure, but possibly maybe Newland might have done nearly enough.
I would imagine that to probably have to call that towards Newland. More tenacious, working hard, trying harder.
Yep, yeah. Just working away more than anything else, but Alessandro being sloppy a little bit there in his tactics, I would think. Given that he's gotten a slight advantage in relation to his punching power and not using it as proficiently as he did in round one.
No, it's a bit of an untidy round, that one, and was going to be probably
very
hard.
untidy round, that. Very untidy. Lucy Tui now giving instructions there as well as fielding to Alessandro.
They haven't had a lot of luck there. As you can see, Ashton Cartwright assisting in the corner there, who failed in his bid in an earlier bout with Nick Raptis, my former stablemate. But once again, as we said, Ashton put up a good show, didn't he?
Yep, but it was an unfortunate scenario.
He'll be hoping his stablemate here, Alessandro, who started off well with a knockdown in the first round, probably have to lean towards him still with points though, wouldn't you imagine?
Yeah, at the moment I've got I've got him 1 point ahead, Visconi, Vigoni, sorry.
Vigoni, get it right. Nothing worse than hearing your name said right. My name's Longanides. They call me Longanides once in America. Nice short right hand over the top by Alessandro.
That may not have been deliberate, Stan. Some of their accents over there can vary.
Oh, very funny.
And Newland pushes Alessandro down and then rides him with the knees into the chest region. Nothing said by the referee, Stan. How about that manoeuvre?
Nice check there. Oh, good body kick.
Kick, and now Newland's bleeding from the nostrils there, Alessandro.
He's doing well here at the moment.
Managed to land another right hand earlier on, and a nice leg kick from Alessandro. Caught Newland on the left side of the cheekbone.
Oh, good work here by Newland.
Good work by both lads here. Newland working the knee. He's serious about his business here in this round. He's pushing Alessandro into the red corner buckle. And some problems here. There's some swill on the ring surface there, Stan.
Newland was starting to get the better of Alessandro there. Right hand again.
Oh, big punch from Newland.
Swallows that right hand.
First big one he's thrown all night as far as punching power is concerned.
He's just looking a bit stronger right now, don't you think?
He is. The strength factor, that 0.4 of a kilo can be making a bit of a difference, I'd say. And the height advantage and reach. Newland being able to loop those knees around. Sooner or later it takes a toll on the body, Stan. Depreciation sets in.
There's no doubt about that. Oh, both guys. Oh, geez, those body kicks are working right now.
Alessandro, he just needs to. He's got to land another big right hand on Newland to shake him up a bit and slow him up. He's proved he can do it.
The red welts there in the rib cages of Alessandro.
Yeah, they're starting to weld up. Nice packs out there tonight, Stan. Here goes the bell, the end of round 3, and possibly another Newland round. Reasonable work done by Alessandro, but he's not just, he hasn't made the most of, when you get a first round knockdown in these short fights, a 4-3 round or whatever it might be, don't take advantage of that by following up. If you know you've got a good shot, try and drop it again, Stan. That's what I would be, that'd be my tactics anyway.
Yeah, my unofficial scorecard right now, I have it pretty even.
Yeah, we added them of the one mind in Latin, that is.
Did you score the first one in the lockdown, the first round? Was that a 10-8 round? Yeah, 10-8. And he won the last 2, you reckon?
He does that knee on the way down again, he should have a point off. Yeah, but the second time.
Yep.
No. So the ref should
the warning.
And tap it twice.
Nice. Keep an eye on it.
Seconds out.
And
got to keep our ref on their toes, mate. What do you think? I'm just a commentator here.
Bit of everything,
on their toes, mate.
It's like a hamburger with a lot when you're here. Bit of everything. More ice in the ring, more swill on the ground. You've got to get rid of that.
Okay, this is winner takes all round, in my opinion.
It is, Stan.
They're going toe to toe.
Totally agree with you. Alessandro again in this locking situation, doesn't need this.
He's not winning the fight with the knee contest.
Not at all. He's not even getting knees in because he can't reach up. He can't get balanced.
He's better off kneeing the thighs.
Yes.
You know.
He needs to get some punches in like that. He needs to get that right hand in. And he needs to keep that right hand going straight into Newland if he wants to have any hope here of taking this out.
He's trying
Vagoni.
He's got to give him credit. He's trying to. Nice left hook.
It's a nice compact little fighter, but he just
Newland
needs to fight his own tactics as Newland comes in there. A couple of nice punches out of the head region. Loops him up again there, tries to get a knee working into the rib cage. Vagoni comes backwards, stumbles backwards as Newland comes up again with a knee, and Vagoni trying a knee, but they don't need to be in this.
Newland's trying to manhandle him because he feels stronger right now.
Oh, it came in and got a nice slapping left from Vagoni for his corner there, and that bloodied nostril already.
Nice work by Newland.
Yeah, but he cops punishment in the head region. When he comes in, he does wear it.
Well, he does. He waves his head around when he's coming forward.
Like a flag. And Vagoni takes full advantage of it when he does come in. The big guy.
Still there to be won, really.
It is still here to be won. And then he gets a knee in again on the buttock region. He loves working on the buttocks, Newland.
Don't forget, this is Muay Thai with knees. And if anything, that's where right now Newland is ahead on.
That's something that we haven't.
Although they're not landing great shots, but when a fighter's aggressive and tenacious, you've got to give him credit for it.
So in the judges' eyes, he could be in front.
Look, even right now, I'm leaning towards Newland because...
He is now. Well, at the moment, he's winning this round. I agree with you because...
that's not where Alessandro wants to be right now.
He doesn't. He needs to... He's rattled this bloke once with a big right hand. He's got to do it again before the end of the fight to really put the thing... it's too late for him, and I think Newland might get this decision.
Well, I can tell you that I had a bit of a sneaky preview over the shoulder of the referee next to me.
We don't want to know about any of that business.
It's going to be a pretty close fight,
Well, it will be, but there's no doubt that there was a couple of instances here where Newland could have been penalised for manoeuvres.
Was that 4 rounds then?
4 rounds, yep. There could have been some punishment handed out.
I reckon there'll be a split decision. What do you reckon?
Oh, it could be, but
let's see how good I am, eh?
Yeah, we'll see how good you are. But I think that
I reckon there'll be a split decision.
I've got Newman winning by the paper-thin margin. Paper-thin
margin. But I'm saying you will hear split decision. Not a unanimous decision.
No, I think you might hear a split. Yeah, you could. You could look at it from 2 different angles. You can look at the knees of Newland, even though a lot of them weren't powerful, or you can look at the punching power of Alessandro when he was able to use it.
Let me go furthermore. I reckon, Steve, we're going to hear a split decision. 2 judges are going to give it to Newland, and the other judge will give it a draw.
Yeah.
Let's see
let's
see if my prophecy comes true.
Majority points.
Well, what does that mean? That's actually going to be a split decision win.
I think I'd call that a majority decision, I think.
Well, majority is split still, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's not, once you make a decision, it's not split there, is it?
It's a split decision.
It's a split.
Okay, but that's like saying one judge gave it to the blue corner, 2 judges for the red.
Well, I suppose we'd start off by saying we've got a split scorecard, but a majority decision to the such and such corner. It's got to be a majority at the finish.
That's a fair call.
You need to get more than 50% of the margin.
Well, all I'm saying is if we hear the ring announcer Perry announce the scorecards, we're going to hear one referee, one judge give it a draw.
Okay, yeah, that could happen.
I'm practicing. Let's see if I'm right.
Yeah, that could happen.
How rusty I am.
No, I don't think you're suffering from any commentator rust. I think. If there is such a thing.
I definitely think we're going to find there's a chance it could be a draw, Steve.
Here he goes. It could be. Let's see what he says here. But the judges will mark the judges down as well.
Listen, I reckon Newland should win this fight, personally.
Look, I've given it to him by paper-thin margin, as I indicated.
Look at our 2 sponsors from promoting you and Greater Trader. Ladies and gentlemen, the scorecard is in. It is a majority draw. Two judges had it at 38-38.
That's true.